Hey guys, I'm back to share a mini album that I created with you of my trip when I went to Alabama and Birmingham. And this mini album was very much inspired by the mini album Nancy Damiano, from Two Peas in a Bucket did on her trip to Marco Island. I believe it was like a storyteller's video, so I don't know if you can search it or find it. But she used the capture collection from Basic Gray that they sell at Joann Fabrics, and a long time ago when I saw that video, Joann's was having one of their 60% off, and so I got some of the collection. I'm going to show you some common products that I use throughout the mini album, but I've also used Flair and a couple other things that I'm not going to show you, but just in case you want to see like the general stuff I used, I'm going to show you. These are from the Hey You collection. They're the little flags from Basic Gray. This is from the Capture collection, and I just made like an itinerary on it of my trip. And is this in focus? Yeah, it looks like it. I used some puffy stickers. These are Amy Tan, and then these are some older ones that came in a, I think these came in a Studio Calico kit. These are really old. This company's not even around anymore, but these are sassafras. I forget what they're called. Blossoms. The paper that I use throughout is from the Basic Gray Fiction collection. I use some of these Studio Calico cork arrows. I need to get more of these. I know it doesn't look like I'm running out, but I am. I used a lot of stickers from this sticker sheet from Amy Tan. Some paper clips from Studio Calico with the little number on them. I used one of these camera clips that Carla got me in Iraq a long time ago. I used some of these arrows and geotags that also were from a Studio Calico kit. These are from the Capture collection. Some Studio Calico stickers. I used almost all of this sheet. This was from the Capture collection. I used all of that. I only have a few things left on here. These are great. Some of the Amy Tan cutouts. I used from both sides. An arrow and a couple things. Getting near the end here, guys. Some of these Capture pages. I saw in Nancy's album that they added some dimension so that the album's not so uniform, so I got some as well. This is just a packet of random Capture die cuts and stuff. It didn't come in here, but I thought this was a good way to store it. And lastly, some of the close-knit collection chipboard pieces. So let me show you my album. Let me just move all this. Hopefully my camera battery doesn't die. What's the best way for me to do this? Not sure. Hold on, guys. So it's one of these albums. It looks like this. Let me just give you a better view. And I titled, excuse me, okay. I titled it with the date of our trip, and then this was, what do you call it? White heat embossed. And it's called Bruno and Beignets because we went to the Bruno Mars concert, and New Orleans is, of course, famous for their beignets. And then I did some more heat embossing, and it says The Tale of a Road Trip. And then just a little bit of splatter. I wanted to keep it really simple. So the first page looks like this. And this is us in the car, because of course we drove. And I put the date that we left, used this little die cut and put glossy accents on it. And that's just us leaving and hitting the road. Then on this side, when we got to Birmingham, it was late, and so we went to bed. And then the next morning, we decided to do something touristy, which was Wednesday, and we drove to the Vulcan statue. So this is my sister-in-law and I at Vulcan Park. Really cute, and I just did some doodling around the edges. I used a lot of these little reinforcers, and these are the arrows from the Studio Calico kit. And some of the papers already had stuff on them, so I just clustered on top of it. Then I have this cool little round page, and here's the my friend Megan and I in front of, or my friend Megan and Brittany in front of the Vulcan statue. And I had this little card from October Afternoon that said tourist, so I thought that was cute. And then I put the little 2 here and marked that this is the second largest statue in the U.S. and did some journaling on the bottom there. And then these flags are from that Amy Tan collection. Then on this side I'm showing that this is me standing at the top of the Vulcan statue, and it had grate where you could look down to the floor, so I just took a picture that you could see through. I added some gems around the edges here and then did my journaling all the way around the circle, and just put the photo of my feet on a little doily and used some of the embellishments. And then here I used an actual plastic pocket page, and since we were at the top of this and it was a really cloudy day, I put the photo of my friend Megan and I, and it says, "You make me happy when the skies are gray." And then I put this chipboard, remember, and then, of course, Alabama, and then that's the view from the top. Then on this side is the museum in the back of the statue. This says "Hit the Road" all the way across it. That's from, I think, like an Elle Studio collection. Or, no, it's Chic Tags. And then this is a journaling card from one of the Project Life collections. So I acted as though I was writing a postcard to my husband and daughter while I was gone, and then just did some stamping in the back here and added this captured tag. And then this piece, I did some stamping on the edge here. I don't know if you can tell. This is a little arrow that was already on the paper, and I just stamped "wow." And I was showing there was this this tree with these incredibly large leaves, and they were like bigger than my hand. I don't know why I was amazed with them, but I was. So I put this little unique and then a little picture of a tree, and I did my journaling around the edges there. Then this was the day of the concert. We went and ate at Moya Burger, and that's just what we were wearing, and it's the 3 ladies ready for Bruno, and I used a lot of sticker letters in here. I basically kept my flat, not my thickers, but just my sticker letters on the desk the whole time I scrapbooked and just sorted through them. And then here was our little itinerary of our trip. I used some micro mono stickers there, and then these puffy stickers to kind of show the globe and our little car going around. And then I didn't do much on this page. This was the name of the tour, Bruno Mars's tour, so I just showed some photos that my sister-in-law took of the actual concert, and it says "U equals amazing" because it was a great concert. Really just let the pictures shine there. And then on this one, I wrote, I made a little journaling card myself that says "Let's rock and roll" drum solo, because he came back out and did a drum solo, and then he did Gorilla, which is one of his famous songs. And then I just put a piece of paper here that said "Admit one" and looked like a ticket, and did a little cluster. Sorry about the glare. This was just a photo of me. I actually took it because I wore this necklace that annoys my coworker, and I was showing her that I wore it to the concert. This is where we were eating. Did my journaling around the top and bottom, and then added these little flowers from Sassafras. On this side is a picture of my sister-in-law and I holding our concert shirts. I'm showing the front and she's showing the back. All of these little tags are from Chic Tags or from the Capture collection. And yeah, really simple page. I like the shape of it. It looks like a little speech bubble. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background. Then we left the next morning and headed to New Orleans. So this is me showing you Canal Street. I really just love the colors of New Orleans and the town, and the pictures just really shine themselves. And then New Orleans, of course, has a lot of old houses in a row that look kind of like this. And so I did like a little journaling card here that just said New Orleans and showed like a little town. And then on this side, I showed the craziness of Bourbon Street and what it turns into right around 7 o'clock at night. And there's another photo. This is me at Cafe Du Monde drinking chicory coffee. I'm a big coffee freak and I was really happy. And then there's my little beignet. So it says, hello, chicory coffee. And then I just did some stamping and stuff here, and I like this page, how it adds some dimension. And then my sister-in-law's second cousin, I guess, worked at a hotel in the French Quarter, and so this was us like meeting her, and just did a little picture that said memories, did some journaling, added some little banners, and put one special day. And then here I did a top 10 trip adventure in no particular order, but just some of the sites that we saw, and I just used some October afternoon stickers to do that. On the other side, I got this idea from Nancy Damiano's mini album. There was a picture of her son jumping in a water, and I think she like wrote swim or something over him, and I really like the way that that looks. So I did this one of me in Riverwalk because my hands are kind of in that pose anyways, like I'm holding something. And just put some tags there, and a little thing that says hold tight to this moment. And then on this side, I did a little pocket page of all the food, and this is so cool. These are stickers from Amy Tan. So I made this little journaling card and just showed some of the unique foods I ate that were, or that my sister-in-law ate, that were unique to the French Quarter. And then on the side, I didn't really do much to this page, but these are some photos of when we went on our ghost tour in one of the haunted houses. And then over here, I just had some really pretty images that my sister-in-law took of just, I don't know, Canal Street and the way things look. And so I wanted to document how pretty it was there. And this is, they have little like trolleys, and they have lots of these horse and carriages. So I made that. Then our last day in New Orleans, it poured cats and dogs. So this is what we looked like when we were walking around. And so I used these October afternoon chipboard pieces to kind of show the rain. And then I did some journaling right here about it. This is my sister-in-law and I at Lafritte's blacksmith shop, which I don't know, I fell in love with just because it was playing old school rap, and that made my day. So that's just a photo of us, and I did some Allie Edwards stamping and did my journaling across the side here. I really like this style of mini album because I like to just journal my thoughts in any random order, and if I make mistakes, it looks pretty natural on here, and so, I don't know, I like it. And over in here is, I did some stamping with an L Studio stamp. This was like a die cut piece from the Capture collection. I put a little enamel dot, used some of the flags. This is my friend Megan and I. After Bourbon Street, we went to like a little pub to eat and have a drink. And then this was sort of a vacation in the summer for us, so I did some stamping with an Allie Edwards stamp. Put a little piece of flair here from October afternoon to just bring all the colors in. And then over here is a photo of Cafe Du Monde, and I like how I stamped on the back cover, and you can really see like our whole trip route here just peeking out. But I just talked about, I did some journaling about how this is just like really captures the feel of New Orleans. And then this was a picture that I took when we were leaving of one of the roads we went down, and I just wrote Goodbye Adventure and just put some memories of the trip. And then on the back cover, I stamped very messily this map and kind of marked where we traveled and what route, and then put like a little geotag. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I love how it turned out. It's like the perfect, I don't know, perfect chunkiness of a mini album, really captures the trip, and I had a lot of fun making it. It was nice making something different than cards that I've been making for a while. But I'm going to have another video soon, so stay tuned. Talk to you soon. Bye.